This audio session will enable you to stop your stutter, successfully and with confidence. It will also help you remove any barriers preventing you from reducing your stuttering, whether these are conscious or unconscious. After using the session, you will feel free to speak without worry of how you'll sound. You'll be able to speak with ease, relaxed in your newfound ability. Just imagine being able to talk with confidence, whenever, wherever, with whoever you choose. This program was made with you in mind. It was carefully crafted to help you move deeper into your own self and to begin to shed light on the issues you are facing. This is not meant to be a substitute for counselling or professional help, but rather a companion that is ready to support you whenever you feel you need it. I would like to commend you for taking a step today toward change. You have made a brave choice, and you will be rewarded with greater insight as a result. Please make time in your daily life for reflection and contemplation. If you don't give yourself time and space to grow and mature as an introspective human being, then you are sure to remain in the habits and patterns that have led you toward finding assistance in this hypnosis and NLP session. Let this audio program be a tool in your toolbox, and also collect other tools that will assist you, such as affirmations, positive people around you, healthy eating and living, and stress-reducing exercises like massage, meditation, nature walks, Tai Chi or yoga. You have now decided to take your voice back into your own hands. Congratulations! Make sure to listen to this recording in the most comfortable location and position that you can. You may choose to use headphones, or you can just listen in a quiet place. Allow your body to relax, and your mind will follow along. You will be entering into a hypnotic or trance-like state. You will remain aware in the deep background of your mind, so there is no need to fear any loss of control, being manipulated, or doing anything that you do not want to do. Be okay with any images and scenery that appear. You already experience trance states regularly on a day-to-day basis throughout your day, such as when you daydream or drift in thought, for example. These are simply a natural way for the mind to rest. Meanwhile, your subconscious mind will attempt to organise itself, clearing out the ideas and thoughts that are no longer beneficial for you, and holding on to the images and impressions that you need to keep yourself moving forward in your natural path of progression. Listen to this recording daily for optimum success. If you have limited time, then listen every second day. Doing this for 21 days in a row will help to bring you profound results and will probably change your life forever. Please, never listen to this while you are handling machinery or driving a vehicle. Refrain from listening while under the influence of drugs, medications, or alcohol. And if you happen to suffer from epilepsy or a psychiatric condition, please consult your physician before proceeding. Now, before we start, would you please have ready, before you settle down to listen to the rest of this program, something to read aloud? A couple of paragraphs from any novel will do, even a children's book if you like. It would also be a good idea to go and get a recording device so you can hear your own speech. Many smartphones have voice recording functions today, so that would work quite well, but just be sure your phone is on silent, so if it does ring, it doesn't disturb you while you're listening to the rest of the program if you choose to use one. Okay, don't read anything yet. I'll tell you when. And don't worry, it is optional, but you may find it useful. Right now, before we go any further with this important program, there is a very important question for you to answer. Just answer in your mind. You don't need to write it down or tell anyone, ever. But your answer to this question will form the cornerstone of your freedom from stuttering, so you need to answer it as honestly as possible. Are you ready for the question? Here it is. How do you feel about your stutter? Now take a moment and consider your answer carefully, because here comes a second important question. Ready? The second question is, how do you feel about yourself generally? Are you a good person? A happy person? A kind person? A generous person? In short, give or take, do you like yourself? Now question 3, most important of all. Do you like yourself more or less than you like your stutter? Now, these may sound like a really odd set of questions, but what you are getting closer to is the discovery of whether you own your stutter as part of you, like the colour of your eyes, or whether you feel it's some kind of a fault or flaw that you distance yourself from in your mind. Of course, a stammer or a stutter doesn't define you, but strange as it may seem, you do need to make friends with it, and then it will be much easier to bring under control, and maybe stop altogether. In general life, we learn that controlling anything takes a combination of skill and effort, and frequently a longish learning curve. Think of learning to drive a car or play a musical instrument. These take hours of practice, a competent and proficient tutor, some academic study to understand the rules of the road or of music. These are all complex skills requiring patience and a lot of brain power. There is nothing wrong with learning new things that way. Nobody would suggest that anyone should get into a car and drive by instinct, especially if they'd never had a single lesson. However, not everything that requires control works the same way. Consider a beautiful garden. The gardener has some understanding of horticulture and how he wants his garden to look. He will also have a lot of love for nature, for the plants, insects and wild creatures that will visit the garden. Some of these will come and pollinate and continue the cycle of life, while others may destroy some of the vegetation. Some, such as birds for example, will even eat some of the other creatures like the insects and worms. The gardener has very little control over most of those aspects of how his garden, a living organism, will evolve. He can predict that birds, worms and insects will visit the garden, and he can make provision for those things. But he can't say when they'll come, or how many, and so on. And as for the weather, a major factor in the health and life of all gardens, the gardener can only predict approximate seasons, but he cannot know what the weather will do day to day apart from a very short-range forecast. A good gardener works with nature. He makes no attempt to control it. Instead, he influences it. He influences what grows where, what colours, which crops, and so on. But so many elements are out of his control, and the gardener is aware of that. But he's perfectly at peace with it. He does not shake his fists at the rain clouds on a day when he expected sunshine. He doesn't swear and curse at the weeds. He merely finds ways to keep them at bay so they don't destroy the crops he wants to prevail. Now, gardens don't grow and flourish by doing battle with the ground, the plants or the wildlife. They flourish because the gardener loves them and tries to understand how the natural forces that govern his garden work, and he becomes one with it, only influencing with his intentions. And this is very different from control done by will and effort, like driving, isn't it? Now, why am I telling you all this? It's very common for people with a stutter to be able to talk without stuttering if they talk to themselves when they're alone. Most stammerers report no stutter in their thoughts either, and a lot of them can sing without stuttering too. There are a lot of theories about why these facts may be so, but what we are interested in is that they show there is nothing wrong with your mechanism of speaking, if you like. Your tongue, teeth and mouth, and even your thoughts, already know how to form words fluently. We could say that we have good healthy soil and healthy seeds to work with. You have a lovely garden to tend, and now you need only to become a gardener who loves your garden and works with your nature so you become one with it, gently influencing with your intentions. Now, like any gardener, you will enjoy the fruits of your harvest. So here is an idea you may like to try before we go into the simple yet powerful process that is going to help you stop your stuttering. Pause this recording if you'd like, and you can hear the difference in your speech now and after you've completed the program. So if you'd like to do this, get your reading material and read your chosen couple of paragraphs into your recording device, but don't play it back just yet. If you feel you'd prefer to continue without hitting the pause button and doing this, that's fine. You will not only hear yourself speak differently, but others will start to tell you when they notice the differences in your speech anyway. But if you'd like to measure your progress, this is the time to do so. Also, don't be afraid to listen to this program more than once. You'll get the best success by listening to it again and again for a while. Now, are you ready to plant some new ideas? Let's begin. I wish you a pleasant journey into your inner space, and I know that you will have a far greater calm and understanding once you have finished this session. You must now find a comfortable position. You can choose to sit back comfortably in a chair or on a sofa, in a recliner or on a bed. Once you have adjusted any restrictions in your clothing and settled into your spot, you can begin to accept the idea of letting go. You are ready now to understand just how easy it can be to control your stutter once you're ready to do so. You can begin to allow yourself the permission to enter into a hypnotic state. In fact, go ahead. Tell yourself you are giving yourself full permission to let go. Knowing how easy and good, even life-changing for you, being able to speak clearly and easily can be. In your mind or even out loud, tell yourself you are safe. You are eager to travel to the depths of your unconscious mind, to discover the inner you that is inside, ready and able to speak with confidence when necessary. It is important that you believe yourself, that you trust yourself. This moment calls for self-love and trust. Your self-confidence is beginning to increase already as your eyes begin to softly close. I want you to take a deep, slow breath in, and now release the breath. That's good. Notice the quality of your breath. Does the breath flow into your chest or deeper into your belly? Pay attention to the next few breaths and make sure to follow them right down to your belly. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Be open to the idea that you can become able to stop your stutter as easily as you can monitor your breath going in and out. And as you begin to deepen into this trance, it is necessary that you release any tensions in your body. Starting at your right foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the right leg until you're at the knee, just relaxing. And move up to the right hip. Now do the same for the left leg. Starting at your left foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the left leg to the knee and on until you're at the left hip, just relaxing. Clear any tension in your hips. Let go of your deepest pelvic muscles. You may be clenching tightly and you don't even know it, so just let go. Continue to feel the rise and fall of your belly and let the heaviness of your arms and shoulders sink down and melt away. Feel the openness in the palms of your hands. Feel the expansive breath in your chest and abdomen. Open your jaw to stretch it and then release it. Let your eyes sink into your head until they are floating peacefully. Feel the tingling of the hair on your head and the lightness of the air around your face. You are ready now to move deeper inside, to release your inner self, your inner you, who finds it effortless to speak with clarity and without hesitation. I will ask you to open your eyes one more time in a moment, and when you close them again, you will sink into a wonderful floating softness and you will be ready to take a journey. Okay, open your eyes slightly on your next inhale. Now close them on the exhale and step securely into the most relaxed state of awareness you can imagine. To help you relax deeper, I will lead you on a journey. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen deep down inside. Of course you are. If you feel yourself drifting away at any time, just focus on the sound and vibration of my voice as they enter into your ears. You are doing so well already. You are beginning to feel more relaxed and able to speak clearly and confidently with every breath you take. You're ready now to learn how to control your previous stutter. In order to go deeper into trance, it's necessary for you to visualize some scenes in your mind. And these scenes will move you into relaxation and away from stress. So begin by seeing a scene of you standing in a room. It can be any room you wish. Look around your room and get comfortable with your location. As you look around the room, you notice that there is a key sticking out of your back. This key is for winding you up. You're just like a wind-up child's toy, So wind the key that will start you moving and take a deep breath in as you feel the key winding. As you breathe out, your body will begin to move around the room. Feel the energy rushing through you as you move around. You feel you have enough energy to do anything you want, and then you notice the energy is running out. The key is winding down. As your body begins to move slowly and your power runs out, you feel your body completely letting go. When you stop moving, you will be very deep into trance. Take a breath in as the final movements unwind, and as you breathe out, you stop moving completely. See yourself standing in complete stillness. Feel yourself slipping deeper into your trance. Pause for a moment in the deepness and stillness of your trance. You're ready now to wind your key once again. Watch as the key turns and feel the energy stirring inside of you. Take a very full breath in, and when the key is fully wound, you watch yourself moving around the room again. But this time, the body is wearing itself out, and this time the energy is draining faster. Take a deep breath in again, and feel as the key comes to its stopping point. Feel as the last bit of your energy drains. And every time you exhale, you slip deeper into your trance as the movement completely stops. Again, pause for a moment and enjoy the stillness. One last time you will feel the key turning in your back. Your body is completely relaxed now except for the energy you get from the key. It's fully wound now and you begin to move around the room, taking another deep breath in and feeling the energy draining very rapidly. The key is about to stop turning, the movements will soon cease. As you let out your breath, the movement stops. And you are as deep in your trance as you can be. Now it is interesting to consider, and worth noticing, that your mind makes thoughts that you turn into concepts and then words. And some words have feelings, and some express things, and some things feel differently to others. It's like picking your way through some undergrowth, clearing a path, so that you can plant new things, and they can flourish, and you can nurture them in your own time and way. When you plant the seed of an idea and it takes root in your mind, and it forms into words, you can allow yourself to become aware of that process. And a gardener becomes aware of the plants only when the healthy roots have already produced the first shoots that show themselves above the soil. And you can say to yourself, I can grow new speech patterns. And you can do that inside your mind, and that will plant the seed that you can nurture and love as tenderly as a gardener loves his garden. And when you say in your mind to yourself, I can grow new speech patterns, you hear it inside your head perfectly fluently. Allow that fluency to take root, to move around inside of your mind as you nourish and nurture the seedling of that idea. Experiment with the tone, the volume. Try it again, this time in a whisper just inside your mind. I can grow new speech patterns. Move it around. Move it to the back of your head and hear it again, very slowly this time, like someone slowing down a record. I can grow new speech patterns. 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 Play with it. You are in control, just like the gardener plants his garden and plans his garden, choosing where to put a flower bed and where a rockery, a border here, and order. There are your thoughts, in order, turning into the words you want to say, so smoothly. And you can move that phrase down inside your head and feel it in your mouth. Don't speak it, just feel it, as if the words were just in that location in your mouth, ready to form. I can grow new speech patterns. Your mind speaks clearly to you, and your thoughts will flow and flower in their own good time. And you can take your time, because nature does not rush to produce beauty. It flourishes in its own way when it is ready. When you breathe in when you are ready, and you can breathe smoothly out and in, and on the out breath there can be some words, and you may think and remember to say, I can grow new speech patterns, because that is like watering the plants, nourishing them, and the gardener simply trusts nature to produce what he has planted. There is no effort, just trust and nourishment. And you can take a step back and watch what you have planted flourish now. In your mind, see a picture of yourself, relaxed, smiling. That's right, in a place, at a time, when you will be speaking to others. And listen as the words come from this image of yourself, in harmony with your own nature, that come fluently, flowing from you at a speed that is perfectly comfortable, because it's in harmony with you and who you are. And all that is part of you is connected. Just as the flowers cannot pollinate without the bees, and the birds cannot thrive without the insects, and the insects need the plants, and the plants need the air, and the water, and everything is connected. It's so interesting how you can find so many new ways to connect your thoughts to your ideas, which become your words, in one fluid sequence. It is when you step back and watch and observe the changes you are making naturally in this way that you relax and realize there is no effort, just intention. In the same way that the gardener intends what to grow and where to grow it, but the energy, the actual change that produces all those plants and flowers and crops, comes from the seeds that are planted beneath the soil, like the seeds you have planted today. Whenever you have had the thought, I can grow new speech patterns. And every time you have said to yourself in your mind, I can grow new speech patterns. Let it happen. Trust the process. You have done your gardening, and you will reap the harvest. Every garden, each crop in every garden, will grow in its own good time, because beauty cannot be rushed, and you can say what you like about that, and you know that's true. And as you get ready now to re-enter the present moment, you will be bringing with you the knowledge that you have obtained, and a remembrance of how you have a complete absence of your previous tendency to stutter. You must only come back into your physical body, and in your physical body you will be ready and strong. See yourself once again in your room with the wind-up key at your back. Wind the key up until it's ready to go. Take a deep breath in and release the key. Feel as power and energy come back into your body, and view yourself moving quickly around the room. And this time, when the key stops turning, you'll start coming out of your trance. Let the breath out as the key comes to a stop. You're no longer moving, but you feel much more awake. Wind the key up again and let it go, and feel your body and see your body moving quickly around the room. Feel all of your senses awaken fully. Take a deep breath in as the key stops turning and your movement stops. You're almost completely awake as you stand in stillness. You turn the key one last time. Take another breath in and release the key. Feel your body and see your body moving quickly around the room. Your body is about to come to a stop, and when it does, it will wake you from your trance. Take a final deep breath in, the key stops turning, and your body stops moving. Let the breath out and allow your eyes to open. You may choose to rest in the position that you are in. You may choose to sleep if you wish, or you may choose to rise and move about. You have returned from your journey with the tools and knowledge you need to overcome your previous fear of stuttering. Know that you have created positive energy. You're most definitely headed in the right direction. Those seeds will bloom. Be strong and confident, and know that you have the power to change. You are bound to have great success. Thank you for listening. Please return to this recording daily or as often as you feel necessary. It will continue to support you on an ongoing basis, and repetition will reap rewards.